Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Feels like it's been forever, Miss Marcy, that we haven't gotten together, right?
I know. It's like a long time.
A long time. Miss Clivia. Oh, I love your sweater. It's so
Thank
cute.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome,
It is
welcome,
blending
everyone.
a bit.
Listen, our producer that's in the background, I'm on a more regular basis. I'm going to acknowledge her because without her, this wouldn't go as smooth as it goes or not as well as it goes. So, hey, girl, hey. Thank you for supporting us. Miss Char Brown of Brooklyn Custom Design. She is doing our producing and she has been doing our producing. So, thank you for supporting us as you do. Welcome, affirmers. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We have not been here for a minute, but we are back, and I'm so excited that we are here. Don't forget, you can reach out to us at our contact, amaffirmationspace@gmail.com. Any questions? We love the comments that we've been seeing in the on the YouTube channel, our podcast. So keep them coming. Make sure you are subscribing. Make sure you are liking. Make sure you are sharing. You can't see my little subscribe button there, but you see it right next to my elbow there. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe, everybody. So today's topic is body positivity, loving your body at every stage. So I think I'm going to use a word. I am my number that's attached to how long I've been on this earth is greater than the rest of y'all on here.
Just by a few years.
Just by a couple, just a couple. And so I've been through a few stages of my body, right? Morphing from one stage of a, spry young 20-something-year-old to a 40-something-year-old, having had two children, and then going through all sorts of highs and lows in life and being a woman. Not that it doesn't happen to a man, but I can't speak to that. It doesn't take much for us to gain weight. But when we want to lose weight, Marcy,
I looked at some chips today, and it says 2.5 pounds has been gained. I looked at them. I didn't eat them.
just like that, right? So, body positivity, I think, is a very important topic. When I saw that, I'm like, yes, that's for us, because with every stage of our lives, there goes what your body dynamics will be, right? The weight, the what is your bust size, your waist size, your hip size, your shoe size. I think you ladies probably are just as aware as I am that when you gain weight, your shoe size goes up. When you lose weight, your shoe size goes down. At least for me, it does. I don't know about nobody else,
Yeah,
but
I
I've
didn't have
witnessed it.
that
Yes.
happen.
huh?
I didn't have that happen.
I did. I did. I went from a 7.5 to almost an 8.5 because my feet. Maybe it was because of the swelling more so than the weight gain, because I was also experiencing sodium, too much sodium. So you know what that does
Mhm.
for a body, right? Nonetheless, though, ladies, let's talk about this thing: body positivity, loving your body at every stage. I think this is, slow down, an important subject for all of us because of us having many more years ahead of us. Making sure that we understand, no matter what we look like, we have a responsibility of loving ourselves, right? No matter. I went through a couple of weeks ago, I took my braids out and didn't really have a plan to put them back in. I was just going to just go with the natural thing. But then the client that we're supporting wanted some on site support. So, how dare I go somewhere without thank you, Shar, for reminding me of that, because I didn't do that part, did I? That's just how long it's been. How dare I go somewhere without braids in my hair? Because and then let me know that that's a part of my identity, almost like having braids in my hair. And I just like, oh no, I'm not going anywhere without braids in my hair. But let me press the pause button. Our producer reminded me that I didn't introduce myself nor anybody else.
And
Anyhow,
we're just sitting here enjoying.
Right, definitely.
my name is Karan Fairweather, also known as the Affirmation Whisperer. I am here with my beautiful co-hosts. I couldn't do this show without them. Miss Clivia Allen. She is also known as hashtag Her Chosen Story.
Hello.
Make sure you guys check her out. She has a platform for women to share their stories. She's also, I don't know if she wants y'all to know this, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. She's a book editor. Okay, moving on to Miss
Oh,
Miss Marcy.
oh.
Miss Marcy of Marcy Moments with Thursday Therapy. You guys make sure you check her out on Facebook and IG because they have an amazing platform where they are supporting people. They have a man on their cast now, permanently on their cast, and he's sharing some amazing nuggets along with Marcy and her co-host. So make sure you check her out. Our podcast, AM Affirmation, can be found on YouTube. Make sure, as I said earlier, subscribe, share, like, and comment. So now that I got that out of the way, right?
So
So
preliminaries.
thank you. Oops. Anyhow, yes, she does, girl. Man, I have some masculine energy on the show.
Yes.
So, body positivity. I can recall many times in my life, stages of my life where going in front of a mirror was not an option. Going in front of a mirror was not an option. I know what the clothes looked like. I didn't care what they looked like on me, as long as I had something on. And there was a time, y'all, I wore long shirts, long skirts, and loafers for a long period because I didn't want any part of me to be seen. Although I had myself, fooled that, oh, they can't really see what I look like. Because I didn't love me first. Never mind my body. I didn't love who I am and who I was at that time. But going through the changes that I went through and making a decision to start speaking to myself better started my journey of loving me no matter what the scale said I weighed. No matter what the number in the dress was, or the shirt was, or the pants was, no matter what the number was, or the letter, that I love me no matter what. Because if I don't love me, who else is going to do it? And believe it or not, you ladies can let me know your thoughts on this. When you don't love yourself, it's very clear to others that you don't love you. People can tell. Would you agree with that, y'all?
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure.
Yeah. So go ahead, ladies. Take the mic and share your thoughts on this.
For
And
me,
now they're hesitating to see who's going to speak.
I'll start. Just thinking back from when I was in, I won't say elementary, but middle school. I mean, we all were from age, 11 to 12, 11, 13. I mean, even from having our menstrual, not that I was in a rush for that to happen, but I realized that my friends that were on the menstrual, they were a little more developed and I wanted that, and then going into high school, I felt like my development was still stuck in middle school. And I'm like, what's happening? So I used to actually stuff my bra just so I can, not even to say fit in, but so I can see what it looks like. I'm in high school now. I should have something, to make my shape look a little curved. Never had hips. So I used to wear kind of like what you said, not really long skirts. I did wear long skirts, but baggy pants, sometimes baggy t-shirts. We wore uniform at one point. And I was not okay with my development stage as a teenager going into college, right? And there was not even an incident. I don't know if I shared this on one of our episodes where I stuffed my bra one day. I had a lot of male friends. We were walking to class. I think I went to my locker, walk into class. It was science class. And the tissue ended up coming, I would say like here, right? And he's looking at me and he's like, Clivia, we sat in the class and he's like, why do you got tissue on your chest? And I had to play it off so quickly. And I'm like, you know what? I was a little congested and it was the quickest way for me to, so now I'm playing it off, that I put the tissue in my shirt for easy access to blow my nose. And I ended up going
Wait, what did you say? Wait, what was the reason again?
I was sick. I quote unquote was sick, and it was easy for me to grab the tissue from my shirt And that was like the quickest response. And he didn't bother me or question it afterwards, but probably in the back of his head, like, this girl is crazy, And again, having male friends, they were very open. It's like, oh, you need somebody to, just be there and, caress it for you and it'll grow. And I'm like, no, I'm good. And all these things they used to tell me in high school. And after a while, I'm like, girl, love yourself. God wants you to just embrace what he gave you, and again, even as now I'm 40, hey, I embraced it. I went to consultations to get implants because I just wanted more. And then there's people that wants less. And even after 2 children, I mean, I had gained maybe 30 pounds for both pregnancies, but I lost the weight and it wasn't even intentional. Most people in my family, they're very shapely, they're very heavy set, and I'm just this straight girl. So it's been a journey where I'm seeing just different people, but I love me, and that's why I know using the word chosen, like I'm chosen to just be different, just to love me and talk about it. And I told my daughter, I said, if you end up with bigger boobs than me, we have a problem. And again, it goes with genetics and all the things. So who knows what's going to happen? But yeah, even my bra size, to talk about it openly, like sometimes I could buy in the junior section still, and even in the women's section, I'm like, they don't even carry my size. It's too small. So yeah, it's been interesting, but definitely loving the body I'm in. The other day, a thought crossed my mind, like maybe I should get implants. I have my first mammogram done, and I thought about it. I'm like, I don't want there to be any issues for the screening. I'm just going to love the body and the skin that I'm in. So it's been a journey. It's been a journey.
Wow.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Clivia, you saving a lot of money. Because baby,
there you go.
When I look at those prices for this 36 G, good God Almighty, baby,
yeah.
easy $75.
Wow.
Those are the ones like, all right, I guess I'll get this one because it's the cheapest one.
Yeah. Right.
But I want to just bring it to today and love how I'm loving myself today. So this weekend was an extremely busy weekend. I danced all weekend long. My kneecaps are on fire as we speak, but hey. But Friday night we danced, did belly dance. Then Saturday morning we went back to class, and then Saturday night we went. My girlfriend Tyrese and I drug her to a cabaret with me, and when I was at the cabaret, I was dancing, and I was so in a place of freedom that when I came back to reality, I had to turn around and be like, oh, what are all these people doing here? I was in such a place of such freedom, and I was enjoying myself, and I was enjoying myself by myself because I got in a place where I just wanted to dance by myself. Of course, you had some folks come up because I was real cute and I had on a little skirt too. But
well, I saw your little skirt and I thought you were hot in your little skirt, okay?
But that night was the first, and I've been to cabarets, and there was just something about the cabaret setting, dancing with my belly dance sisters. That's freedom. That's a different type of freedom. But the way I felt Saturday and the way I danced, and it was a new type of freedom. And it was so refreshing. And I was like, because Tyrese drove, and I was like, let's go before it lets out because it's going to be crazy. And I said, I had so much fun. But the crazy thing about it was a room full of people, but I had so much fun dancing and connecting with myself. And that was the first time that I felt that energy.
Beautiful.
And that's what, and I was like, this is beautiful. This is what healing is. Okay. No matter what my bra size is, guess what? No matter my third stomach is still third stomach. And guess what? It twirled with me, it dipped with
There
me,
you
it
go.
rolled with me, and guess what? I loved every minute of it. And you were saying, looking in the mirror, baby, my mirror like, is she here naked again? And this morning, it was just like, I was like, girl, like I literally gave my whole self a pep rally. And that's what we have to do
Yes.
Yeah.
because of the simple fact. Stop saying what isn't beautiful about you and start looking at what you
Embracing what
feel is
is.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Because my third stomach jumping in, oh, she cute, hey, she cute, third stomach and oh. So learning to embrace that love for yourself, it's like fresh, it's like smelling fresh dried clothes that has that downy fresh. It's like so refreshing. And I am so
Yeah.
glad that I'm able to walk in it and walk in it in
Yeah.
authenticity.
Hmm. That's beautiful, Marcy. I love that. And Miss Clivia, although your story was quite amusing to me with the tissue, I never had to do that because, yeah, I just didn't have to. But just for you to openly speak about that really does speak to how much
Mhm.
you have gotten to a place of being able to say, you know what, I'm good just like I am. Miss
Yeah.
Marcy
Yeah.
saying the third stomach and all was doing what it's supposed to do, and she was loving every moment of that.
Right.
To me, that really does speak to where we are, right? Although I did go through a period of not wanting to wear anything revealing, I went through a period of not wanting to wear anything that made me stand out because I simply didn't love myself. But today, look,
Mhm.
look. All of that now it will come back, it will try to creep in at the most unexpected times, right? You might be riding high and all of a sudden some little doubt comes in. But when Miss Marcy said it to herself, that start speaking to those things that you do love about yourself, not those things
Right.
that you, if it could be different, you would like for it to be different. But when you start speaking about those things you do love about yourself, those things that you might want to change, their importance begins to diminish because
Yeah.
you're focusing on those things you love about yourself. And at some
Mm.
point, sooner than later, even those things that you thought you might want to change, you start seeing the beauty in them, right? You begin to
Yeah.
see the beauty in your my which toe is, I think it's my third toe on my right foot is not straight. It's a little crooked, just a little bent. I don't know what that is, but it's just a little bent. And every shoe I have on is very apparent. But you know what? I say that's who I am.
Right.
That's your blueprint.
Exactly, Miss Marcy. So, and most times y'all think about this. We are so, sometimes we can be so hard on ourselves, believing that everybody around us sees it
Right.
when nobody sees it but you. And even
Exactly.
if somebody else does see it and they bring it to your attention, how you respond really does reflect how you see yourself. Like, oh girl,
Yeah.
oh well, half the day gone now. It'll be all right. You know what I mean? If I got on, I think I remember a story from you, Miss Clivia, of someone discovering or you discovering you had two different shoes on when you were pregnant and nobody
Yeah.
told you all day. And then you did
No
it on
one.
purpose. You did it on purpose one time. And so you say, oh, you like my
Recently.
stuff?
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
you embrace
Exactly.
that, right? You
Exactly.
embrace that as part of you. And when someone brought it to your attention, you're like, what's wrong with you? I like it. Don't you like it? And then people
Right.
start to see it differently. Not that we are focused on how people perceive us, but how we
Hmm.
think people perceive us most
Yeah.
times is not true, right? It's not
Not the
accurate
truth. Yeah.
because we've created it in our mind as to what we look like to other people. But when we get to
Mm.
a point of like, I was sharing with a family member on Sunday, I think it was, that when we don't acknowledge and profess our worthiness, it is telling God, you may trash. You may trash. No, I'm not. No, I'm not worthy of anything. No. So I'm telling my creator, or if you use universe or whatever you use, I like God, my creator, that I am perfectly imperfect. Everything about me works the way it's supposed to, but because I allow society to tell me I'm supposed to be a size 8, that's what I'm gonna live by.
You
Yeah,
better put a plus on it. 8+. Yes. That breast by itself is a 12. We ain't even put the rest of the body to it.
I love that.
And just thinking back when I used to teach dance, like you said, sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves and people don't care. They don't have a care in the world. And I taught, at one point I was teaching girls my age, and some of them were busty, some weren't. And when it was time for me to order uniforms, it was easy for me to fit in the uniforms. And for them, I had to, a lady at church, she was a seamstress, so she had to extend, and it was always something extra, and they used to say it all the time, Clifford, we wish we were your size. I don't know what you worried about, so even sometimes hearing that, I used to put more pressure on myself, but to think it was what others wanted, so even gray hair. The other day I was at Life Group, and this girl, she's in her 20s, and she has almost a full hair of gray. And she said since she was a little girl, she's had gray hair, and sometimes she will color it, but she said, she's embraced it. She has embraced it. And I said, well, all my new growth now is gray. And I used to color my hair. And I'm like, here I am coloring, and here she is embracing. And for the past few weeks, I have not, I would say months, I have not colored my hair. So I am embracing this new journey of gray, loving the skin that I'm in. So there's definitely changes.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we get to our affirmations, ladies, and our closing scripture and words, you guys have any closing comments you want to make about our topic today, loving ourselves?
Just be comfortable. And I was going to say, be comfortable and feel that freedom. Like you said, dancing in a room full of people, but in reality, I mean, in your mind, it was just you. And it reminds me of my dance camp, where the name of the dance camp was Dance with the Father. Sometimes, again, the outside noise can be so distracting, and we put so much pressure on ourselves. Oh my gosh, I don't remember the moves. That's why I used to tell my students, no one else is in the room. Just be free. So my encouragement is to be comfortable enough to love yourself, embrace yourself, because God don't make mistake. He didn't make a mistake with you. He wants me like this, so I can talk and encourage others. And I've seen people with less, and I'm like, look at them looking good, So who am I to not look even better? So love yourself and be free in your skin.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Whatever stage you're in, as you listen to this podcast, learn how to, like I said, love that self. I was talking to some guy today, and he was like, you use a lot of adjectives. I said, yeah, because I'm amazing. I am optical. I am mysterious. I am mystical. I am everything that you ever wanted to be, but I'm more. He was like, well, dang. I said, but the thing about it is learning and loving myself. As I said those words, the only way I was able to say those words is the inner love that I had for myself.
Yes.
That comes to the out. Like I said, third stomach and all, it's going to roll with me in my sexiness. Ow, what? Yes. But I can't say it enough how today, this very moment, that I am so in love with Marcy. And it feels good. So
and it shows.
Feel good with me.
Yeah, it shows. It absolutely shows. And for me, my final words is everything that's been said. And on top of that, if you think it, you'll speak it. If you'll speak it, you'll do it. So as Ms. Marcy says, speak to those things that you love about yourself way more than you speak about those things that you don't desire And at some point, you're going to love everything about you. Everything about you. So, with that being said, let's
I'm
get to.
sorry.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
want to say one thing. Just thinking about even moms. Sometimes we don't talk about the after effect, not even effect of after giving birth, right?
Yeah.
We have this certain body, and no matter your age, 20s, 30s, 40s, now people having children in their 50s, it changes. It really does. And we can go into such a depression, postpartum depression, because sometimes we don't snap back. Sometimes we can't afford things to, snap back, and just take your time. It's a journey.
Mhm.
And even sometimes looking at myself in the mirror, I'm like, I have two blessings and they're responsible for this, and I still wear my girdle. Call me granny. The other day I talked about my my slip. I make it work, and just for those, again, those people that are new moms or, going back into the force of pregnancy, you'll be okay. You'll be okay.
And even those of us that are getting in, and you may have heard my marketing out there about my life rediscovered for women that are 45 and up. We're in our second act. And even in your second act, I think there's very few of us 45 and up can say we look like we did when we were 25. Very few of us. And I don't even know if we're supposed to. I don't even know if we're supposed to. Now, if your body makeup allows you to look like you did, then okay. So enjoy that. But even if it didn't, just enjoy your life, enjoy who you are, learn to speak well about yourself. So again, let's get to those affirmations so we can get to the end of this episode and say farewell to our audience. So I think mine is going to be up first. Oh yes, I really like mine because it really speaks to my journey. I love my body for all it is. Its curves, its strengths, its imperfections. Each part of me is a testament to my journey, and I choose to celebrate my body in all its beautiful forms.
And mine, every cell in my body vibrates with health and prosperity.
Love it.
I embraced my unique beauty. Talk about it. Recognizing that I am wonderfully made. Like the palm tree, I stand tall with grace, and like the fruitful vine, I bring forth life and joy.
Yes. Love that.
In our scripture, I call this a sexy scripture. Your stature is like that of the palm, and your breath like clusters of fruits. Song of Solomon 7, verse 7.
And that Book of Solomon is all about that sexiness and
Mm-hmm. He
relationships,
speaks
etc.
about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is. So, with that being said, ladies, thank you so much. And we could say so much about this, y'all. This conversation can go on for much longer, but we try to keep it short so that we're not belaboring the point. But we may come back another time and talk about this more because I believe it deserves further discussion. And with that being said, y'all, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. And don't forget to comment and subscribe right there. Right there. Don't forget to subscribe. It's right there. So, what is that, Miss Marcy? What's our closing statement we say every time after every show?
You are your first priority. So act like it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We so appreciate your support. And again, make sure you let your friends know about it. Until the next episode, peace and blessings to you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.